Hello everyone, Daniel here with the Pedal Peasants YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning in today. I appreciate you. Today we're going to be diving into an unboxing and we're going to take a close-up look at all of the contents within this Insta360 X3 bundle right here. I am going to leave links for you in the description below so you can check out this camera on your end. Should you have any questions at all at any point throughout this video, I would encourage you to drop them down below as well. I will do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. Right here I have some Insta360 products for my X3. I have the lens cap, I have the Insta360 camera with the SD card, and I also have the invisible selfie stick right here next to it, along with the motorcycle mount bundle. And I'm going to show you all of this in depth right here as well, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video for all of this. Right here we have some Insta360 lens caps, and I'm going to show you how these work and how they go on to the X3. But for me personally, my thought process is if we're going to be investing into our crafts, we might as well invest into the equipment that we're using to protect it along the way as well. That was the packaging up close for the lens cap box, and I'm going to show you the packaging for everything here so that way you're really well acquainted with what you can expect on your end. Now we're going to take a closer look at the lens cap here itself, and this is how it comes packaged. All we have is this little pamphlet right here along with the lens cap right here. I personally think that this lens cap cover is definitely worth the investment. It's definitely worth picking up to protect the camera lenses, as I don't want to scratch them. If I could prevent it, I will. It is made of like a really soft silicone, so it's really easy to insert and take off. It's non-abrasive to the lenses themselves. If you are going to invest into an X3, I would recommend looking into these lens cap covers and picking one up on your end to protect your investment. This right here is the invisible selfie stick, and me personally, I do love this selfie stick. This is what I use 99% of the time when I'm shooting with the X3. I simply screw it on, mount it onto this selfie stick, and then I begin to shoot away. And this motorcycle mount bundle does come with some mounts that allow me to mount it to my 8,000 watt stealth bomber easily. I'll actually make another video on how I go about doing that. For this video, I want to stick to the unboxing and show you all of the contents, and again, so that way you can be acquainted on your end and know what to expect. For those who are curious if this is an invisible selfie stick, yes, when I'm shooting with the Insta360 X3, this selfie stick does not show up, and I just wanted to confirm that. So when I'm reviewing the footage shot on the X3, yes, this invisible selfie stick is in fact invisible, and I cannot say that I am holding it. And I'm also going to show you some footage here within this video, so be sure to stick around for that, and you're going to notice that you don't see the selfie stick. For me personally, I do feel like this is a decent quality selfie stick. When I fully extend it with the X3 attached, it does not feel flimsy. It doesn't feel wonky, like it's gonna break or anything like that. It does feel like a decent sturdy selfie stick. It does feel sturdy enough for me to mount it to my 8,000 watt stealth bomber, to the back of it, to the front of it, to the side. It doesn't matter. It does feel sturdy enough to mount it anywhere. So I just wanted to relay that and let you all know it does feel like a good quality selfie stick. Moving on now to the motorcycle mount bundle. This is going to be personal preference. Some of you may need a bicycle mount bundle. For me personally, I'm going to be using this for my 8,000 watt stealth bomber majority of the time. So I went ahead and I went with the motorcycle mount bundle. I'm going to show you the front and back of the box here so you can kind of be acquainted with the packaging. Again, should you have any questions, I'm going to highly encourage you drop them down below. I'm going to do my absolute best to assist you. Upon opening the bundle here, I'm greeted with a pamphlet that gives me some insight as to what comes within the box here. As you can see, these are all of the contents that are going to come within this mount bundle. You can go ahead and feel free to pause at any time to go ahead and kind of thoroughly read this on your end. Here we have a whole bunch of 3M double-sided tape. We have some plastic components there. We have some screws, and all of this is going to be used to kind of set up and mount your X3 or your investment to whatever you need to mount it to. This is all going to be personal preference. Everyone's going to be set up a little bit differently. Here we have a clamping mount. This is what I use majority of the time to actually clamp it to whatever I'm going to be recording or clamping it to. This is probably the main reason why I got this motorcycle bundle, so that way I can utilize these clamps right here in unison, so that way I can get some different shots and sturdier shots. Right here, this component right here works in conjunction with the clamp that I just showed you. I'm going to show you how to set that up here shortly. And this is a helmet mount. This part right here that I'm holding in my hand, we can actually mount to our helmet. But I also personally feel that we can really utilize this equipment and setup to mount anywhere that we would like in correspondence to our setup. So again, this is going to be a personal preference basis, to each their own. This right here, these bigger, heavier duty components are the reason why I went with the motorcycle mount over the bicycle mount bundle. For me personally, this would better suit my needs. So on the top end where the screw is sticking out, I put the selfie stick in there, and on the bottom end I'm going to show you the other end, how it goes into the clip mount that I actually use to mount to the actual bike. So this is the clip mount right here that I mount and screw onto the bike, or whatever it is that I want to record. That part right there wraps around whatever I'm going to mount it to, and I just simply screw it until it's tightened to my liking. This is a really heavy duty rugged clamp, and for me personally, I prefer this sort of ruggedness and this sort of durability over a more flimsier bicycle mount. These two components right here work in conjunction to provide me with a really smooth and stable setup. When I mount this to my 8,000 watt stealth bomber, I feel fully confident that I'm not gonna lose my camera, or that this isn't gonna come loose and fall off and or break along the way. I wanted to take a little bit of time and show you all what comes within this bag right here of all of these little plastic components. I don't necessarily know what this part is right here, so drop it down below if you are aware of what that is. We have some 3M tape, and this is going to be used to stick and mount to whatever it is that we're going to be setting up. Right here we have some screws that are going to go ahead and mount whatever it is that we're going to be mounting to, similar to a GoPro. Here we have some more clips, and my terminology is off, I know that, and forgive me for that. I apologize. I hope that the point gets across and you could still understand as to what comes within the packaging and what we're working with here. And all of this equipment is actually very similar to what I've seen in a GoPro setup. Let's get into the Insta360 X3 camera. I'm going to show you all the packaging all the way around. And again, I want you all to be real acquainted with what you can expect on your end. All of the packaging as well does seem pretty straightforward and standard. Right here, the X3 does come in like a hard shell casing. So upon investing into your camera, you could ensure that your investment is going to be protected upon delivery to you. I waited patiently for mine, and it got to me with no problems. Feel free to pause at any time, so that way you can go ahead and check out all of these specs on your end. I will go ahead and do a more in-depth review on this, but for right now I want to kind of give you all the unboxing and give you all an initial review on what you can expect from the packaging all the way to the footage here as well. And here is the Insta360 SD card. I went ahead and I went with a 64 gigabyte. However, I also did upgrade to another 128 as well, so I have the 64 and the 128, and I also bought an extra battery as well for my X3. Furthermore, let's take a look here at the camera itself. Upon opening the hood here, I'm greeted with the Insta360 camera with the screen side up. So on this Insta360 X3, as you can see, we have one lens right there with the screen facing us, and that's how the camera came. Before I show you the camera up close here, I'm going to show you the accessories that come with the X3. So this is the accessory box that came with my purchase. Right here we have a charging wire, and this is what I use to charge my X3. This little pouch right here is what I use to store my Insta360 X3. So when I'm not using it, I place my X3 into this little cushion pouch right here, and I can place it comfortably in a backpack. I can place it comfortably on a shelf without having to worry about messing up the lenses. Now, what else comes within this little accessory box is going to be some user manuals. You have a quick start guide, you have a waterproof guide there, and then you have some other safety guidelines and things to this extent right here. And when you pick one up on your end, you can go ahead and thoroughly read through all of this on your end should you choose to do so. This is a little X3 wipe, or an Insta360 wipe rather, with some Insta360 stickers. So that's everything that's included within the X3 box right here, along with the camera. So the moment that we've been waiting for, let's take a close-up look at the camera itself right here. To my understanding, this is the front of the camera. This is going to be the side with the power button and mode selection, if I am correct. This is going to be the back of the camera, and as you can see, both sides of the camera have a lens, and this is how we get that full 360 footage, is by both of these camera lenses right here working in unison. On this side is where we have the charger up top, and then right there on the bottom we have the battery port. Overall, this is actually a very small camera. However, the footage that it's able and capable of capturing is amazing. I'm a personal fan of the 360 footage. Here is a top view of the camera, and as you can see, these two lenses do protrude a little bit there. The lenses are kind of like a fish eye kind of lens is what it reminds me of, and it is again on both sides as you saw there, and that's how we are able to again capture that 360 footage. Personal preference, to each their own. Some are going to like it, some are going to hate it. Me personally, I'm a big fan of the 360 footage. I'm very excited to bring you all more footage with this camera right here. I'm going to place the camera in my hand, and as you can see though, confirming that it is not a big camera at all. It is not heavy at all either. It sits on the end of my selfie stick just fine without adding any sort of adverse wobbling or tilting or anything weird like that. Here is the lens cap that we unboxed earlier in this video, and it slides on like so. And again, this provides optimal protection when we're storing and not using this camera, which is something I would highly recommend to invest into if you are investing into an X3 or any Insta360 camera, or any camera at that. You may want to invest into gear that's going to protect your investment. I also love this little pouch. This little thing just works. It feels like a pillow for my X3, like a pillow blanket, as it wraps around all the way. As you see, I slide it in. It is snug, it is firm, and I can comfortably put this within a backpack that has keys in it. I can put this within my pocket. I can store it on a shelf, and I'm not going to damage my camera at all. This is a investment that I do recommend looking into. Get something to protect your investment, and I cannot exhaust that enough. In terms of setting up and initially using the camera and the software, I'm going to make another entire video on that for you all. For this video, I'm going to stick to the unboxing and show you all some snippets of some footage so that way you can know what to expect from the footage as well. I encourage you to drop any comment you should have down below, and I'm going to do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. With that being said, let's go ahead and switch on over to some footage angles. For me personally, I give the Insta360 X3 a 2 thumbs up and a 5 stars easily, simply because of the captivating footage that I can capture when I'm skateboarding, riding bikes, scooters, whatever it is that I may be doing. I can go ahead and capture captivating content. Even if I'm just walking straight, I can have the selfie stick in front of me and have the X3 in front of me, and it's still going to be captivating and interesting to look at. So if you're a content creator, you're wanting to take your content creating to the next level, I would definitely recommend looking into a 360 action camera, as it may greatly benefit you. I will bring more videos on the X3. I'll bring an in-depth review. I'll bring an in-depth setup. I'll show you how to go about using the software for the X3. Everything that I can possibly share with you on the X3, I'm going to do so. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for me. So that right there is some of the footage from the Insta360 X3. This is everything that comes within this bundle right here. I will leave links for you in the description below so you can check this out on your end. If you have any questions about anything that you saw or heard throughout this video, I'm going to encourage you to drop a comment down below in the comment section, and I'm going to do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social medias, as I would appreciate your support. Thank you for tuning in. You have a great day.